Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk about how you can actually scroll to the top of the view when tab bar item is tapped. So here I have an empty project and it displays hello world text at the bottom. So first we actually create a new file. We call it as first tab, and inside here actually we update the body of this to be like this. So I have defined a namespace, and that's like just for getting the ID of a view that is at the top of the of this first tab. Then I have a publisher. For that I need to import combine. This publisher is for um, posting or like receiving the value of the notification. Then I have cancelable for the publisher. Um, Inside the body of it we have a scroll view reader, and then the proxy to actually scroll to the top of the view for that particular scroll view. um, then I have like the scroll view, which has like an empty view with the id top id, which is like this one. So this is where it will scroll to once we tap the tab bar item. Then we have two methods, on appear and on disappears, and the definition of those method look like these. So on appear we subscribe for a selected tab notification. What does it actually mean is that we assign the publisher to cancelable object, and then we receive the value of the notification that selected tab has tapped. And once we have the notification, we use the current proxy, which is the scroll view reader proxy, so to scroll to the top of the view with the anchor top of that view. So here is the ID of that view to which it will scroll, and it will use the anchor top of that particular view. Uh, on disappear, we just unsubscribe the selected tab bar notification, and we just cancel the publisher in there. So this is pretty much it for the first tab. I can just create another tab just to make it look good. So I will create another file and let's call it second tab, and this will just be there. We don't modify it. Now inside the content view we need to change this to the tab view, so it will look like this. So here I have like the body of this content view, and I have like the tab view, and selection has like the handler, which is a binding. So the handler is like this. So let's come to the definition of handler a bit later, but this tab view has like first tab, which we already created, this one. And then the tab item is having the name tab1 with the system image list dot dash. The second tab has like the name tab2 and with the system image square dot and dot pencil. So here we have this handler which is used to like trigger whenever you like tap the tab bar item. But the important thing is like we first need to define a stat variable with the name selection, and we have like an integer value for it. So this in handler has like the it will update the selection, but whenever the first tab is tapped, so we need to know like whether the first tab is tapped or the second tab is tapped. And for that we just use like the tag. For the first tab we use 0 tag, and for the second tab we use the 1 tag. So inside then inside of this handler we say that if the user taps like already selected tab, so then we will actually trigger the selected tab notification. Otherwise we will just update the current selection. So the first time it is tapped, so it won't scroll to the top, but the second time it is tapped, it will scroll to the top. Now let's just run it and see if everything works well. So it succeeded. Yeah, I didn't add any content in the first view, but let's switch. So as like you can see, I switched to tab 2, it displays 1. I switched to tab 0, it displays 0. And likewise I tap it again, it displays 0 and it says selected tab tapped. Now let's go back to the first tab, and under this empty view let's add like dummy code which has like a list of hello world text. So this is just to show like the scroll view has a lot of content, and once we tap the tab again, so it will just scroll to the top. So here if I run the application again, so here it is saying that selected tab tapped, and it is like then scrolling to the top. Let's see if we do it again. So here it's like scroll to the bottom and it is currently selected. So if I tap this again, so it will just scroll to the top. So likewise, so I change the tab and then I go back, so then it won't trigger. So let's scroll it down, then change the tab, then press this again, so it is still at the bottom. But if I press this again, so then it is scrolled to the top of the view. So this is how you can actually scroll to the top of the view once the tab bar item is tapped. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any question, you can post it in comments and I will answer it. Thank you.